What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to Maniaci Games, and welcome to the final NXT in my Universe Mode series, man. This is the final NXT before Stand and Deliver, the final NXT before WWE 2K24. Listen, what you see on the screen right now is the current NXT Stand and Deliver match card, man. So listen, we got this episode, we got SmackDown, we got NXT Stand and Deliver, and then we got WrestleMania, and that will be wrapping it up for WWE 2K23. All that happens will flow into WWE 2K24. As I said on my last Universe Mode video, NXT will not be a part of my Universe Mode series in 2K24. It'll just be Raw and it'll just be SmackDown. So listen, as far as all the NXT stars go, they will get drafted to either Raw or SmackDown accordingly, whoever's the champion. I might just make them, let's say after Stand and Deliver, let's say Dominic Mysterio is still NXT champion. Whatever show he gets drafted to, that might just put him in contention to challenge for either the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE title. Or let's say DIY. Let's see DIY wins the NXT Tag Team Championships at Stand and Deliver. Whatever show they go to, they might be first in line to challenge for that show's tag team championships. So listen, anything could happen as far as that regard. This is the final NXT. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and without further ado, man, let's just jump right into it. Days away from NXT Stand and Deliver Philly, we kicking off NXT with the current NXT Women's Champion, one of the most dominant women's champions in NXT history, and I'm ready to argue about that one. We got Asuka in the building, man. So listen, at NXT Stand and Deliver, we got Asuka versus Candice LeRae versus her best friend Indy Hartwell in a triple threat match, a match that Asuka does not have to be pinned or submitted to lose that championship, man. So as I stated at the beginning of this video, man, if Asuka somehow defies the odds, retains the championship at Stand and Deliver, whatever show Asuka goes to for WWE 2K24, whether that be Raw or SmackDown, she's automatically going to be first in line for either the Women's World Championship or the WWE Women's Championship, man. So just had to explain that to y'all, man. So following this match, we got Johnny Gargano one-on-one with one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. Cruz del Toro just days out from their Tag Team Championship match. And in the main event tonight, NXT Champion Dominic Mysterio one-on-one with one of the men that will be in that NXT North American Championship ladder match, Braun Breaker. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. So listen, for 2K24, I might have to bring the camera back, man. I might have to bring the camera back for y'all, just for it to be a little more of a interactive experience, man. So we got Candice LeRae on her way down to the ring for this match, man. Talk about Candice LeRae. You could also talk about her husband, Johnny Gargano, really being the heart and soul of the NXT brand. And for Candice, the NXT Women's Championship is a title that has eluded her during her tenure in NXT, man. But that could all change. And she's gonna have to step in there with her best friend, Indy Hartwell. Man, it's gonna get real personal and real sticky at Stand and Deliver, man. Because you can't really avoid it at that point. It's every woman for herself at Stand and Deliver. But tonight, Asuka not wasting any time going after Candice LeRae, man. For Asuka being one of the most dominant NXT Women's Champions in history. Remember back in the day, man. I ain't gonna say back in the day, but years back, Asuka had to relinquish the NXT Women's Championship. She beat everybody before she went up to SmackDown. She beat everybody that there was to beat. Of course, that infamous undefeated streak of Asuka in NXT, man, but back here, she was pretty dominant during this Universe Mode, man. I'm not even gonna cap with you. I feel like if anything, if Asuka goes down at Stand and Deliver, I don't even think she's gonna be a part of the decision. German suplex to Candice LeRae, man. For Candice LeRae, it's a family affair. Imagine Candice winning the NXT Women's Championship and Johnny Gargano brainbuster, but Asuka already back to her feet. And having Johnny Gargano win the NXT Tag Team Championships along with Tommaso Ciampa, that'll be major for the Gargano family at Stand and Deliver, man. Swinging that breaker, taking down the NXT Women's Champ. Here's the cover, shoulders down like it's hooked. Is this it? And a kick out at 2, man. Indy Hartwell definitely won the lottery. Not having to compete days before the triple threat. And wow, a springboard. Oh, and a kick to the face too. And this is very smart offense from Candice. Let's go. And Candice might be too quick for Asuka to keep up with at this point. Empress of Tomorrow. Asuka's done it all. Won the Royal Rumble. Main event of WrestleMania. Won every championship there is to win in WWE. Yo! That looked crazy. That looked crazy. A lot of hard-hitting, high-impact moves so far. And Asuka, again, this is a second German suplex of the match. And now Asuka. This might actually work in Asuka's advantage. Low key, if she injures Candice LeRae during this match, let's say hypothetically speaking, Candice not 100% going in the Stand and Deliver, it might as well just become a one-on-one match with Asuka versus Indy. But wait a minute, Asuka already in the Asuka lock off rip. The match just started. Yo, the match just started. Candice fights out of it though. You know how many people Asuka done put in the ground with that move. And LeRae did not want to be a victim. At least not tonight. Sidewalk slam. Imagine the bragging rights for LeRae to pin or make Asuka. Well, yeah, let me just say pin. She ain't gonna make Asuka submit this. But the bragging rights for LeRae, if she beats Asuka tonight, right before Stand and Deliver, that'll be crazy. And Asuka already back to her feet. Look at the resiliency of the current NXT Women's Champ. Nice. Asuka, wow. Like a roundhouse type of kick, man. And Asuka not wasting any time. Now Asuka lock, they're already damaged in a code breaker like move, man. And LeRae looked like she was gonna go for another swinging neck breaker, but to no avail. Asuka, strong forearm, getting lethal, real surgical with the kicks. Ugh! She gotta be out. Just pin her. She gotta be out. Here's the cover, shoulders down, and the kick out at 2, man. You know, on paper, no disrespect to Candice, but you know, you would think Asuka was gonna put her away pretty quick in this match, man. But Asuka sizing her up for another Asuka lock. Can she lock it in? Yep, it's in. Nowhere for Candice to go. You might get out of 1, but ain't no way you getting out of 2. And she taps. Asuka with more momentum heading into Stand and Deliver. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to bet against the current NXT Women's Champion. Normally in multi-person matches, I would bet against the champion. You don't have to be pinned or submitted to lose the title, but with this momentum, ain't no way you can tell me that Asuka's losing this championship at Stand and Deliver. She could be heading to Raw or SmackDown with that NXT Women's Champion, and whoever's champion following Mania better be scared, because at this point, Asuka's coming. Days away from Stand and Deliver. Listen, it's the final NXT, man. A little bittersweet up in here, man. I'm not even gonna lie. You talk about NXT, you gotta bring up DIY. You gotta bring up Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, man. These two built this place from the ground up, and that Stand and Deliver on the final NXT. Listen, they could walk out as NXT Tag Team Champions. Titles that they've held, titles that they validated in some of the greatest tag team matches I done laid eyes on came from DIY during their time in NXT, man. And for Gargano, it's been, you know, this Universe Mode series, it's been about respect, man. He was disrespected by the NXT champion Dominic Mysterio, you know, Gargano, you know, you talk about the OGs. This is one of the OGs of the locker room, man. Times are changing. And for former associates of Legado del Fantasma, or I should say of Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, Cruz del Toro, who turned their back and sided with the NXT champion Dominic Mysterio, man. But at this point, could you blame Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde? If y'all go back in my series, man, Santos Escobar, he just couldn't get it right. He couldn't get it right at New Year's Evil. He couldn't get it right in one-on-one matches. The man was losing left and right, and just by chance, by a miracle, becomes #1 contender and is challenging Dominic Mysterio for the NXT championship at Stand and Deliver, man. So listen, as far as Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde go, you know, I feel like it's just all about, they want to be on a winning team, man. And currently, they are on a winning team. The same team as the current and reigning NXT champion Dominic Mysterio. Question is, can they keep the momentum up? I'm not gonna lie, they've been beastie this Universe Mode series, man. Here we go, the Gargano, Cruz del Toro. The crowd is hyped for this. Let's get it, man. Little tie up now, and Gargano off rip. Won every single championship there is to win in NXT, man. A part of 2 teams. Of course, DIY being the first, The Way being the second. Russian leg sweep into a submission hold. This is how innovative Johnny Gargano is, man. Stop sleeping on my boy Gargano, man. Put some respect on Gargano's name. You know, you talk about, man, like, listen, the main roster, when Gargano made his debut, I'm like, why is the crowd so quiet? Like, Gargano, some of the greatest memories in NXT, man. And I love NXT. I watch it every single week. It is the A show. And Cruz del Toro now got Gargano up, but Gargano already saw it coming. Yo! That move is lethal. That move is lethal. Of course, you got more momentum. You win tonight. The team's going to be going in the Stand and Deliver. Yo! And that neck of Cruz del Toro is definitely going to be feeling it. Pause. But it's going to definitely going to be a disadvantage for this team. Yo! Nice springboard drop kick. Talk about innovativeness from Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro. And, you know, in all honesty, you know, for 2K24, this is going to be a lot of advantages for whoever wins the Tag Team Championship match at Stand and Deliver. Because in all honesty, whoever wins it, you are pretty much #1 contender. Nice Hurricane Rana for either the Raw Tag Team Championships or the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. You know, whoever the champions will be following Mania. And look at Joaquin Wilde, man. Joaquin Wilde distracting Gargano. And now it's time for Cruz del Toro to take advantage, man. Can't doubt the skills, like them or not, man. This team is money. I'm not even gonna lie. Snap suplex. And Gargano with a quick kip up. Taken down. Yo, cross. Yo. And this might be it. This might be it. Nowhere for Cruz del Toro to go. He's going to have to fight out of this, and he does. Wiggles out of it. Knees to the back. Nice. And the drop kick again. And Cruz looking like he going to fly. Yo, and he missed. That looked crazy. It was like a diving outside of the ring. It was like a corkscrew type of movement. That was actually dope. Not even going to lie. Gargano again. This has been the scene Gargano's go-to move right now. It's not a submission outside. It ain't going to matter. But it will do damage to your opponent, though. Refs at a count of 5, already halfway to 10. Count of 6, and Joaquin Wilde, we might have to keep an eye on Joaquin. Like he getting little treacherous thoughts right there, man. So action back inside the ring. And Gargano might be getting a little too comfortable in front of the NXT crowd. More moves like that, and this match gonna be over very, very quickly. And I've noticed throughout this match, look at the chair in the ring. Yo, get the chair out the ring. I've noticed throughout this match, though, Cruz del Toro's kind of kept Gargano on that side of the ring. Yo, Gargano might be out. No, Gargano's still alive, man. But the strategy of Cruz del Toro and Gargano, yo, this man is unreal. And now here they are fighting over Ciampa now. I was going to say they're keeping pretty much to one side of the ring, but I feel like Gargano needs this win tonight, man. You need this win. Definitely do. This is what Gargano's 4th time going for this move. This time met with a rope break. Look at Joaquin again with the distraction. With the distraction for his partner to come in and swoop in, but no, Gargano, eyes in the back of his head. Yo, and Gargano got the submission in. Submission is in. Can Cruz hold on? And Cruz, he taps. And DIY. And look at Joaquin. Frustration, but low, yo. For stand and deliver, it's looking like DIY. Got all the momentum on their side. Can they for one last time? I'm saying for one last time. Win the NXT Tag Team Championships. Can we run it back? Can lightning strike twice in the same spot? Will Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa reach the top of the mountain just one more time at Stand and Deliver? The final NXT main event before Stand and Deliver and before WWE 2K24. Listen, it's a lot on the line. A lot of bragging rights. A lot of momentum to be gained from this, man. Where my dogs at? Braun Breaker is in the building, man. And that NXT Stand and Deliver, it's all about retribution for Braun Breaker, man. Ever since losing that NXT North American Championship to Sami Zayn, Braun has been on one. But listen, we got Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker, Damon Kemp, Axiom and JD McDonough competing for the NXT North American Championship. In a ladder match, of course, I had to tweak a couple of the competitors, as Mustafa Ali and Shelton Benjamin will not be in WWE 2K24. Considering they were released, so I don't want to, take the risk of them winning the championship. And then what do I do for 2K24? So I have to replace them with Damon Kemp and JD McDonough, and that will be a ladder match, man. And this man's also going to be busy at Stand and Deliver in the main event as he defends that NXT North American, or I should say the NXT Championship. Let me put some respect on it now. The NXT Championship against Santos Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Throughout this series of 2K23, man, I ain't going to lie, he really established himself as the guy, as the man of NXT. Can't even argue that, man. He came in as disrespectful as he's been. He got things done. He won that NXT Championship. He put Gargano down. Any challenger that stepped up got put down by Dirty Dom. He got Santos Escobar's own family to turn against him, that being Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wilde. But who's going to leave Stand and Deliver with the NXT Championship? Who will go down as the final NXT champ before 2K24, man? It would be Santos Escobar or Dominic Mysterio, man. He came out to make his own way. He wants to make his own way in his own lane without the help of anybody. And here we go. NXT champs, let's get it, man. Talk about the future of the WWE. You're talking about Braun Breaker. You're talking about Dominic Mysterio. You talk about strength. Yo, that's crazy. These two, so much intensity out the gate. Dominic Mysterio, man, wrestling's in his blood, as is Braun Breaker. Both of their fathers, very prestigious names in the world of professional wrestling. For Braun Breaker, if he wins that North American Championship, the springboard Bulldog, that's crazy. If he wins the North American Championship, you know, and already busted open with a haymaker from the NXT champ. North American title would, you know, if you get drafted to SmackDown, and a sit-down spine buster, if you get drafted to SmackDown, you will be #1 contender for the United States Championship. If you drafted to Raw, you'll be #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. That's what the winner of the North American Championship ladder match at Stand and Deliver gets, as a splash now cover on Breaker, who's busted open but kicks out at 2, man. For Dominic Mysterio, a win tonight will just add to his arrogance against Escobar. For Stand and Deliver, man. Escobar is not here tonight, so don't expect a sneak attack following this match. No. Look at Dom calling for Breaker to get up. Breaker needs this win just as much as Dom might need it. Braun Breaker, you know, kind of question his validity at this point, man. Nice. Dominic Mysterio, man. Say what you want about him, man. The talent of Dom is out this world. It's Dom, frog splash. No. Breaker already out of the way. In a small package. The Dom just land in the right spot at the right time and a kick out at 2. And Dom now, nice. And Breaker, whoa, small package of his own, playing possum on his part. Kick out at 1. This match is still alive. Breaker, one of the most intense men on the current roster at this point. And nice. And Dom going up top. Breaker, I don't know where. Oh, and Dom misses, but yo. Strange sequence of events so far. And nice, big clothesline, heavy hitting clothesline from Breaker, taking down Dom. All I'm gonna say is no matter if it's Raw or SmackDown, crashed and burned. I think this match just took a turn after that. Whether Raw or SmackDown gets Braun Breaker, man, I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be a huge asset to the show in 2K24, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for 2K24. Excited for Universe Mode, the showcase for WrestleMania, my career. You know we got it coming here on the channel, man. So Braun getting Dom back inside the ring. And ducking that. And Breaker can get real intense. And now Breaker might be trying to bust Dom open the way he did him. Dom to his feet. Breaker, clothesline counter. And now it's Dominic Mysterio. Nice. He doesn't want to be in his father's shadows. Neither does Braun Breaker. Another sit-down spine buster. Crowd is not liking it, but Breaker, wait a minute. Kick out at 1. And now Dominic Mysterio now building up momentum, catching Breaker, taking Breaker down. That's our NXT champ, man. That is our NXT champ. It's a Russian leg sweep. And now Dom going up top, looking to make Uncle Eddie proud. Frog splash countered again. He's 0 for 2 on the frog splash. that's an interesting sidewalk slam from Braun Breaker. Oh, thought Breaker was going to look for a Steiner recliner, but no. And Mysterio, no, dropped. And Mysterio's looking for a Hurricane Rana. And look at this strength. That's just power right there, man. Look at this torquing the neck of Dominic Mysterio, man. Breaker's tasting blood. He's like a shark tasting blood in the water. And Breaker looking to put this thing away to Steiner recliner. And Dom luckily was at the rope, so I'm pretty sure he would have tapped out. More damage gets done to Dom. You know, the easier pickings it is for Escobar, stand and deliver. Breaker, Hurricane Rana of his own. Breaker turning it up. Clothesline, turning it up. Turning it up. Nice, turning it up. Braun Breaker, turning it up. Spine buster. It might be time to end it. It might be time to go nighty-night, Dom. See you at stand and deliver. Breaker with a spear. Breaking him in half. And he's not even done. Oh, you could have pinned him after that. You could have pinned him after that. Oh, eye for an eye now. Dom's busted open. He could have went for the pin. He could have put Dom away after that spear. That could have been a mistake on Breaker's end now. Because now the momentum shifted in the North America or in the NXT Champions favor right now. And this might be a message to Santos Escobar. Don't take Dominic Mysterio lightly. Bloody main event. And Dom, look at this, look at this. He learned from the best. Learned from the best, whether he wants to admit it or not. And that might do it. Here's the cover on Breaker. No, and Braun Breaker kicks out. Fight forever chance. I don't know what Dom was looking for there. Got Breaker trying to shift it around. No. I think he was going for a spear, but I don't know what he was going for. Whatever it was, got stopped. Dead in his tracks. Breaker taking off his feet. And now Dominic Mysterio, maybe third time's the charm. For Uncle Eddie. No, and it's not. He missed the frog splash again. Yo. And Dom. Springboard crossbody. What is next? It's like Breaker just got eyes everywhere to dodge the frog splash 3 times. 3 times, man. Oh. And that blood's starting to go everywhere now. It's starting to look real gruesome now. The biggest NXT is about to happen. And Breaker's whole face is crimson red. Before a ladder match. And now it's Dom. With Breaker out of the ring. Smart in-ring awareness. But now Dom now. Even smarter on that end. Breaker's not even moving. Dom's going to top. Diving elbow drop. Dom up top again. For a frog splash, and he connects this time. And that's it. Dominic Mysterio has just sent the biggest message to his challenger, Santos Escobar, at Stand and Deliver. It's not going to be an easy task like Escobar may think. Dominic Mysterio is looking to go in as NXT champion and leave out still NXT champion. We are NXT, and we will be standing and delivering.